Why does money disappear so fast, even when you promise yourself you will spend less this month? If you feel that pain, you are not alone. Many people work hard, yet still feel stressed when bills show up or when a small surprise cost hits. And the worst part? It can feel like you're doing normal things, but the results keep staying the same. In today's video, I'm going to share 5 budgeting tips that actually save money, not tips that sound good, not tips that look nice on paper, but tips that work in real life. No complicated math, no confusing finance talk, just simple moves that put you back in control. Let's jump in. 1. Track your money so you know where it really goes. The first budgeting tip that actually saves money is tracking where your money goes, because you can't control what you don't fully understand. Many people feel like money disappears without warning, but in most cases, it slowly slips away through small, repeated expenses that don't seem important at the moment. A coffee here, a quick food order there, a few online purchases during the week. Each one feels minor, but together they can take a large portion of your income. For example, someone may believe their spending is reasonable, but after tracking for a short time, they realize food deliveries, ride costs, and small impulse buys are adding up much faster than expected. Tracking helps expose habits that feel harmless but cost a lot over time. When you see the real numbers written down, spending becomes more intentional without you having to force strict rules. You naturally start asking better questions, like whether a purchase is truly worth it or if there is a cheaper option. This awareness alone reduces money stress because you stop feeling confused or surprised by your bank balance. Instead of guessing where your money went, you know exactly what happened. Over time, tracking also builds confidence. When decisions are based on real information, budgeting feels less emotional and more practical. You gain control by understanding your patterns and making small adjustments instead of drastic changes. Even tracking for a week or two can shift how you think about spending. Once you see where your money truly goes, you can decide where you want to go instead. 2. Set clear goals so your budget has a purpose. A budget without a clear goal often feels restrictive and frustrating, which is why many people give up after a short time. When there is no purpose behind the numbers, budgeting can feel like a set of rules that only limits enjoyment. Clear goals change that completely. They give direction to your budget and a reason behind every decision you make with money. For example, saving feels much easier when it is connected to something meaningful, like building an emergency fund, paying off a specific debt, or preparing for an important future expense. Goals turn budgeting from restriction into intention. Clear goals also help you prioritize spending. When you know what you are working toward, it becomes easier to avoid unnecessary purchases that do not support that goal. Breaking a large goal into smaller steps makes it feel achievable instead of overwhelming. Each small step completed builds confidence and creates momentum. Over time, these small wins encourage consistency and make budgeting feel rewarding instead of stressful. 3. Use a simple budget plan you can stick to. The most effective budget is not complicated or strict. It is simple, flexible, and realistic. Many people quit budgeting because they create plans that look good on paper but do not match their real lifestyle. When a budget feels too tight or confusing, it quickly becomes frustrating. A simple plan works better because it is easy to follow every day, even during busy or stressful weeks. The goal of budgeting is not perfection. The goal is consistency. One of the easiest ways to keep a budget simple is to divide your money into 3 clear categories: needs, wants, and savings. Needs include essential expenses like rent, groceries, utilities, and transportation. Wants include optional spending such as dining out, entertainment, hobbies, and shopping. Savings include emergency funds, debt repayment, and future goals. This structure helps you make quick decisions without overthinking. When you know your essentials are covered first, anxiety drops, and budgeting feels more manageable. Flexibility is a key rule for any budget that lasts. Life changes, expenses shift, and unexpected costs appear. A good budget allows small adjustments instead of forcing you quit. If one category goes over, another can be adjusted slightly. This keeps you moving forward instead of feeling like you failed. Another helpful rule is to leave room for enjoyment. Allowing some fun spending prevents burnout and makes the budget feel human, not restrictive. 4. Pay yourself first and automate your savings. Paying yourself first is one of the most powerful budgeting habits because it turns saving into a priority instead of an afterthought. Many people try to save whatever money is left at the end of the month, but most months, very little is left. When you pay yourself first, you flip this pattern. Saving happens before spending begins, which ensures that progress is made every single month. This simple change removes the pressure of constantly deciding whether to save or spend. Automation makes this habit even more effective. For example, setting up an automatic transfer to savings on the same day you get paid removes the temptation to use that money for other things. Once automation is in place, saving happens quietly in the background without requiring extra effort or willpower. This protects you during busy months, stressful times, or moments of emotional spending. You no longer have to remember to save because the system does it for you. Over time, even small automated amounts grow into meaningful savings. What starts as a small weekly or monthly transfer can slowly build into an emergency fund, a goal fund, or long-term savings. This steady progress creates a sense of control and confidence. Knowing that you are consistently saving reduces anxiety about unexpected expenses like medical bills, car repairs, or temporary income changes. It also makes setbacks feel less overwhelming because you have a financial cushion. Paying yourself first also shifts your mindset in a powerful way. Instead of feeling like you are barely surviving from paycheck to paycheck, you begin to feel like you are moving forward. You start thinking long-term and making decisions with the future in mind. This habit builds discipline without feeling restrictive and creates stability over time. When saving becomes automatic and consistent, financial stress decreases and confidence grows naturally. 5. Cut unnecessary expenses and control daily spending. Saving money usually does not come from one big decision. It comes from managing small daily habits that repeat over and over. Many people focus only on large bills, but it is the everyday spending that quietly drains a budget without being noticed. Small purchases like coffee, snacks, food delivery, or quick online orders may feel harmless at the moment, but when they happen daily or weekly, they add up fast. For example, preparing meals at home just a few extra days each week can save a large amount of money by the end of the month. Even simple changes, such as carrying snacks from home or planning grocery trips with a list, can reduce unnecessary spending. Another major money leak comes from subscriptions and services that are no longer used. Canceling unused memberships or pausing services you rarely enjoy can free up money instantly without affecting your lifestyle. Avoiding impulse purchases also plays a big role. Giving yourself time to think before buying something helps separate real needs from temporary wants. Being mindful with spending does not mean removing joy from life. It means choosing what truly adds value. Over time, these small choices build discipline, reduce stress, and create stability. When daily spending is controlled, saving becomes easier and more natural without feeling overwhelming or restrictive. Here you have it, the top 5 budgeting tips that actually save money. These tips work because they are simple, realistic, and designed for real life, not perfection. When you track your money, set clear goals, keep your budget simple, pay yourself first, and control daily spending, you stop guessing and start taking control. Even small changes done consistently can create big results over time. If this video helped you think differently about budgeting, hit the like button to support the channel. Share this video with someone who wants to save money but doesn't know where to start. And subscribe for more easy, practical videos that help you reduce stress, manage money better, and build a stronger financial future. Thanks for watching. I shall see you in the next video.